And we are live. The internet can totally see us now. To stop user encoder, says the live stream machine. Shout out to Punish GT, FN Base, Jojo Wave, and the rest of the pumpers that are tuning in. King of cryptos, guys. Bitcoin consolidating right now. Dominance is looking strong. And we'll continue to have an open chat here as the markets are looking like a bit of a rebound here. Things have been going down for about 24 to 48 hours. We skirted under 10,000, but not before pumping back to over 10K. It looks like we have some strong support under 10K, so it doesn't really dip under 95, 96. We've seen it go to 92, but above 9,000, it appears like there's strong support. Shout out to Bleed Heart Infection. Hello, booming family. Kaboom to Bleed Heart. Shout out to Susha. Backed is officially ready. Yeah, I got that article pulled up. We'll be talking about Backed. You guys get excited when the legacy financial system intends to get into the game. And that's why perhaps we're pumping, says Crypto Stacks. Yeah, Backed launch date is confirmed. We'll talk about that. I have the article pulled up. Dashcoin News getting me bullish on it. I don't know. I haven't heard what's going on with Dash. You may want to share it with us. Shout out to Bleedheart, Crypto Stacks, Punish GT, Jojo Wave, and the rest of the pumpers out there. Guys, caress the buttons for me, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here daily. Bookmark the page, guys. You're not going to get no notifications from YouTube. The cucks over there at YouTube, they don't want you to know about the king of crypto, the alternative frequencies. You guys already checked out. And if you haven't, you've heard about the Project Veritas leaks. Apparently, it's already been exposed. Google is censoring a lot of stuff, and they released the code. And apparently, Google sent over the SWAT team over to this coder's house in order to try to attempt to stop him. But luckily, he made it out alive. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not really covering it here because it's not directly crypto related. But you may want to check out Project Veritas and the Google leaks that this engineer just revealed this week. And it's not looking good. They're censoring all kinds of stuff, guys, including that Las Vegas shooting, which was something that I found not surprising, interesting. Dashcore calls out Coinbase, says Punish GT. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Dash. I like Dash. Although I'm not really holding baggage, but I like Dash. And Dash is an innovator in the fact that they're, to my understanding, the first hybrid blockchain with proof of work and proof of stake. Alts being sent to the front lines to get mowed down in the battlefield, says CryptoZilla. And that may indeed be the case. I'm sticking to the king of cryptos here, guys. I think the play here is, there may be, very well be, good altcoins that are really going to pump. I see Tezos pumping today. I see other ones pumping. But do you really want to chase down these little baby altcoins and see which one's a winner? Or are you going to stay with the true kapumper and king of crypto, which is Bitcoin, in my personal opinion? I've been saying 50% of the crypto bag should be in Bitcoin, but I'm adjusting that. I'm saying about 70%. Just like the market now, dominance at around 68, 69%. Punish GT says, Dashcore calls out CoinDesk, CryptoVisor called it. Okay, I got to check that out. I'm not really up to speed in the Dash Nudes, but the Dash News, not nudes. That's funny. Dash News, I'm not up to speed on it, but I'll tune in. Let's go ahead and check out today's math over there. Shout out to Main Event. I seen you just step into the box. Let me go ahead and check out these mathematics over here in CoinMarketCap. CryptoZilla may be right. The alts may be being sent to the front lines to get mowed down in the battlefield. People think that, they can outsmart the markets, and I don't think so, guys. You can't time the market. You can't outsmart it. What we see here is that Bitcoin is the king of crypto. Why not hold on to the king? At this point, do you think that Bitcoin's going to survive? It's highly likely. Compared to these altcoins, the majority of these 2,450 altcoins are straight garbage. I'm going to be honest, guys. And there's only maybe a handful, 10 or less, 2 handfuls that may survive. I like Ether, I like EOS, but, none of these coins are performing like the king of crypto, Bitcoin, at 10,510 after we saw a low this morning of, let me go back to the 1 day. This is the 1 day. Yeah, we saw a low just a few hours ago about 8 hours ago of 90, almost 96 right here. You can see the 96 kind of moved up again, down. So we're seeing lower lows. And you may be right. The fact that BACT has announced that they have received an okay from the New York State Charter or whatever. You know, in New York State, you need extra licenses because it's extra commie out there, highly regulated. And apparently they got the regulation, they got the okay. And you know, BACT is owned by the ICE, Intercontinental Exchange. They're the same outfit that owns the NASDAQ. So apparently it's all legit. And it's ready to start popping. So for those that think the bits are going to be banned and, you know, just because Donnie didn't talk well about them, on the other hand, guys, it's being approved. In fact, it is being embraced more now than it was just a couple of years ago. Okay, so there you go. ETH is king of altcoins. Remember, it hit a high of 1,600, says Nano. It certainly appears that way, Nano, that ETH is the king of altcoins. But as a king of altcoins, it still looks like a pawn compared to Bitcoin, the king of all crypto. But you may be right, Nano. I mean, as far as the alternative coins right now, as much as I've hated on ETH, I'll be honest with you, you know, as far as this utilization capacity, as far as the way that Vitalik is not hitting the gym, looking like the Walking Dead, I do recognize that there is some value there, and there's a lot of team, you know, a lot of talent behind development, and let's see if this thing actually gains legs. I think that Nano may be right. Only a rare few have held USD values, but in comparison to Satoshi, value is bad. Exactly. You know, that's what I'm, you know, I track according to Bitcoin. Forget about USD. So I'm looking at, when I look at the altcoins, I don't care necessarily how much it's worth USD value. I'm looking at it compared to Bitcoin, because if you're a cryptomaniac boomer, you know the deal. I'd rather hold Bitcoin than worthless paper that is manufactured by men in blue dresses. Okay? We talked about that yesterday. I still hodl the lights as main event. Unfortunately, I do too, and I'm DCAing out of it. That's what my strategy now. What I'm going to do is, you know, I got a bag, and then as Litecoin gets, when all those Litecoin, when it goes into green, I sell a chip off the bag back into Bitcoin. I don't think that Litecoin's going to hit 300 anytime soon. The action happened. You know, the happening happened, and Charlie Lee did his tweets or whatnot. Right now, they need to implement Mimblewimble. If they announce Mimblewimble, maybe I'll get back into Litecoin. But for now, I'm kind of DCAing out of it. I'm going to be honest. It may not be the best strategy. I'll be honest with you, because Litecoin probably still has legs to kapump again at some point. But I'm not going to wait around for it. You know, I know at this point that Bitcoin certainly looks strong for the mid to long term. So, you know, there's no reason to get greedy. I'm sticking with what works, which is Bitcoin. And yeah, of course, I'm going to, you know, still stick with the lights. I'm not going to dump the whole bag, but I'm going to DCA out of the lights. I'm going to be honest with you. Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, look it up. It's hundreds of companies already using or pledging to use Ethereum right now. I've heard about it, yeah, and I know that there's a lot of stake behind Ether. There's companies that have a stake in Ether, and you know, they put money behind it. You know, there's movements, and you could see that the market cap of Ethereum, let's go back, is substantially higher than the market cap. It's almost twice as much as number 3. Ripple, which is 11 billion. I don't even count Ripple. So let's remove Ripple out of the equation. The next one after Ripple now is Bitcoin Cash with a market cap of $5.6 billion. Compared to Ethereum, that's almost 4 times less as far as market cap. And this is the billions, you know. So, yeah, I do agree that Ether, you know, may have now again, I'm not trying to pick up more Ether. I'll be honest with you. You know, although Marlon, one of our boomer brothers, has encouraged myself and the boomers to try to get that 32 ETH. So when and if they do upgrade the system to proof of stake, that one can be able to earn rewards. Litecoin will pump again in 4 years for another halving, says Punish GT. And then maybe in 4 years from now, then I'll accumulate. But right now, I see it's bleeding against Bitcoin. And you know, we would have been better off holding the Bitcoin bag. It may be a slow grind, but eventually Ether will scale. It's bye-bye to 98% of these smart contract platforms. Got my 32, says Suja. Congratulations. Let me drop a bomb. That's not the bomb. This is the bomb. Yeah, congrats to that. And I tend to agree with you. It may be a slow grind, but I think that the probability that it will scale is higher than the probability that it won't. Okay. Now, at that same token, the probability of Bitcoin performing better now in the next year than Ether is way higher than the opposite. So again, I'd rather stick with the king of crypto. I'm not going to touch the Ether bag. I'm going to leave it there. Okay. Maybe a great time to accumulate some more and get those 32. But all the other altcoins, guys, I don't want to be too heavy on the baggage. So, keep it around 70% or even more in Bitcoin, and then you can flirt with the other coins. I definitely like Monero as well, and that one's been performing all right. But, as far as trying to chase down a unicorn, I'm not really into that. Bitcoin Cash at 313, Litecoin at 75. Litecoin at $75, man. Should have dumped the whole bag at 100. Binance at 27.93, EOS at 363. This is another one that I'm considering DCAing out of. EOS is definitely, been bleeding out. It's slipped down in the rankings. Satoshi Vision, I don't need to talk about it. Monero now, number 10. It's been there for a few weeks. Stellar at 6. Cardano at 4. Cardano is looking like it's done. Unless, I'll revisit Cardano when they're working next year, apparently. But, for all we know, they won't deliver. I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But right now, I'm not expecting anything. Leo at 121, Tron at 1, Dash at $95, and Chainlink at 234, and Tezos is definitely pumping today. This is one that this is like the altcoin this week or this past couple of weeks that's kapunked. But do you want to chase it down? I'm definitely not going to get into Tezos now. It's up 10% in 24 hours. This is another smart contract platform, if I'm not mistaken. And you got Neo at 996. Let me see if there's any other ones. IOTA, Ether Classic. I'm not into any of these right now, to be honest. Susha says he's still buying Cardano. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you believe in a particular, let's say, if you believe in an altcoin and you really think it's going to work out, this is a good time to pick them up. But right now, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, there's a bunch of good ideas, and I like the Cardano idea. First scientifically peer-reviewed blockchain. Charles Hoskinson seems like an intelligent developer, and I like the IOHK team. But just because of that doesn't mean that I'm going to, stack more baggage. To me, it doesn't sound better than the king of crypto, Bitcoin, right now. It's just like, it's still a gamble. I'm going to be honest. It's a gamble on any of these altcoins. Even with Ether at a $20 billion market cap, it's still a gamble compared to Bitcoin's $187 billion market cap, almost 188. So, Blockchain Susha says he's still picking up Cardano, nothing heavy, $50 or $100 here and there. Yeah, I mean, listen, if like a guy like Rev, one of our cryptomaniac brothers that has been stacking Cardano at this point, why not pick up more? I mean, if you all in on it, there's no reason to stop now, right? Like either no reason to dump the bag. I would, if I was Rev, I wouldn't dump the bag. I'll keep it. But, for a guy like myself and most of the other boomers here, I wasn't heavy on Cardano anyway, so I'm out. I don't have any Cardano. I want to sell my EOS, but with the ETH upgrade being a few years out, I'll wait it out. I'm confident EOS will get back to their all-time high, $21. I'm in your position, Nano. Like, I'm considering, DCAing out. Definitely, I'm going to probably do it with Litecoin, although I'm more confident with Litecoin than I am with EOS at the moment. But, the action already happened with Litecoin. The halvening came, and it came and it went. It went over. It started around $20 this year. At the beginning of the year, and it pumped over 100, and it did a good pump. But I think we were expecting it to go over 200 because we've been holding the baggies, and we've been around since all-time highs. So it came and it went, and I think that event came and went, just like the EOS event came and went this summer. You know what they say: buy the rumor and sell the news. Once they announce the news, just dump it. It's apparently the sound strategy. Again, I'm not anybody's crypto daddy, and it's certainly not what I did. But in retrospect, it seems like it would have been a good strategy. Susha says he's about 80% in Bitcoin. Yeah. So, if you got 80% in Bitcoin and 20% in altcoins, go ahead and play with that 20%. You never know. Maybe you hit a unicorn and you hit a big. You're somewhere closer to how I'm handling my portfolio right now. I'm going to consolidate more than 50% into Bitcoin, and I'm gunning for this halvening. That's the strategy. Neo's my biggest alt bag now. That gas went from $100 to $1. Neo isn't looking so great, and neither are the majority of these altcoins. Lucky, the majority are not looking so good. So while some may kapump and be unicorns like Tezos is this week, You know, do you think Tezos has a better long term than Bitcoin itself? Like, probably not. I don't think so. I mean, I rather, shout out to those holding the Tezos bags. And you guys definitely made some gains this and last week because it's up. But, are you trying to find that? Are you trying to chase that down? Not me. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd rather take my steady gains with Bitcoin than uncertainty with these altcoins. You got Icon down. This is another Korean Ethereum. So they say. Quant. I've heard about this one being memed up. ABBC. This one had its run for a while. Now it's quiet. Algorand, I know nothing about. Ren is another one that I've seen memed out. Raven Coin had a run as well. Now it's kind of quiet. So, at the end of the day, you let me know, guys. I'd rather hold Bitcoin. Queen says, Champ, the way I see things are, if it's not making me money, I sell. No reason to have an investment that's not growing when we know coins that grow like Bitcoin. Exactly. You hit it right on the head. It's like, if it's not really doing nothing for you and you're not using it, AKA Champ holding the Litecoin bag, then maybe it's not the sound strategy. You're probably better off holding Bitcoin, One of the few alts that I hold that has gone down in value over time is STEEM because I use it. I actually use it. I'm on the network. I upvote and I'm using it. So, I'm not, you guys could check out my STEEM account because the wallets there are public, but I got less than $500 in STEEM. So it's not, it's not, I'm not overextending myself, but I use it, Even though KYC is toxic, Voice could launch and bring in millions or normies and expose them to EOS. One more step towards mass adoption in crypto. Yeah, you do have a point, like KYC is for somebody, so, and then I did hear something about Larimer patenting a identification system on the blockchain. I saw some of the headlines, but I didn't get into the nuts and bolts. I don't know exactly what the details are, but that may correlate with Voice. Litecoin is going to pump, Champ. We are at pre-17 bull run prices right now. Don't trade, just buy and hodl. Buy and hold, but maybe just buying and holding Bitcoin is, that's what I'm basically, I'm looking at right now. It's just, but maybe you're right, Susha. I think everybody's got to move their bags the way they see fit. I just want to be a little bit more Bitcoin dominant at this point. Tyler D says 100% Bitcoin here. The trend is your friend, both on the monthly for Bitcoin going up and the monthly on all altcoins going down. No falling knives for me, says Tyler D. So shout out to you. You got a Bitcoin maximalist here, Tyler D. He's not even holding any altcoins. And I respect that. Why, that's not a bad strategy. Just go all Bitcoin and why not? Now, for those that like to speculate a little bit more, maybe 80% Bitcoin, let's say you have $1,000. Let's keep it simple. You got $800 worth of Bitcoin. And with those extra 200, maybe you could play around with some altcoins. That way, if they go kaplooey and they don't kapump, you won't feel so bad. But yeah, I respect that, Tyler D. That's not a bad move. Some people don't want to chase down altcoins, and I respect that. Mr. Bozak says, is Chainlink still sexy or nope? Yesterday it moved up, but what my understanding here with Chainlink is that most of the major devs already started dumping. And again, going back to what we just said moments ago, the rule of thumb supposedly is not. I'm not your daddy. I didn't say this, but what I've heard, and it seems reasonable, is buy the rumor, sell the news. So the rumor was the hype with Chainlink and the memes, but the news was their partnership with Google. And that's when it topped off around $4. So, technically, that's it, So I don't know. I still have a little bit of Chainlink. I do. So I'm not against it. Chainlink is in the basket with 5 other projects that are 50-50 with me, says Susha. Yeah. And again, when it comes to Chainlink, it's one that has outperformed Bitcoin this year, but as of the last 30 to 60 days, I don't think that it has outperformed Bitcoin. BitPapa says, kaboom, finally got the notification. BitPapa's been following us for literally years now. I mean, I've seen BitPapa for at least over a year, and he just got his notification. So guys, don't stick around waiting for the notification. You may be waiting years like BitPapa. It's important that all you boomers bookmark the page. I always go on around late mornings, early afternoons, Eastern Standard Times. I don't have a set time or date because the champ doesn't have a boss, and I like to go with the flow. And whenever I feel that crypto energy, which is every single day, I'm going to come on and kapump with the boomers. You got Bleedheart says, Steam gives me stake and I'm able to reward my Venezuelan brothers. Win-win. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I like Steam. I like it. I like it. But I recognize the price has gone down. Steam is one of those things that you need to use the stake in order to milk the blockchain. If you're not using it, you're better off probably delegating it or even probably just holding Bitcoin. CryptoZilla's asking, are they shops that take crypto in Venezuela? BitPapa just dropped me $5 after he got his notification. Boom! BitPapa's got 5 on it. Guys, you got 5 on it. Don't come here to the crypto session, to the crypto cipher, and you don't even got $5 on it. Shout out to BitPapa. I appreciate you. If you guys are broke boomers, which you shouldn't be, okay? I don't know. A broke boomer is like an oxymoron, but anyway, if you guys are one of those, go ahead and share this. Drop a positive comment. Share this on your feeds. Let your friends, your family, all those animals on your farm, let them know that the champ's here with the best of them booming. I never shill in here, champ, but if Coinbase lists Maddox, they might be the pump of the year. It's going to go crazy. Let me tell you something, Susha. You absolutely. I agree with you. I've been seeing that Matic coin thrown around. People have been telling me, champ, don't sleep on Matic. Matic is a way for blockchains to scale with the plasma network or whatnot. Matic is a baby bear cub coin. This is one, if you want to speculate, this one, it's down today though, 0.013, but maybe Susha has a point. If they do list on Coinbase, it may pump. Again, this may be one that you want to speculate on if you're not all in Bitcoin. Again, at this point, 70-80% Bitcoin. The rest of the bags, maybe you could play around with these altcoins. I don't even know if I'm going to chase Matic down. Probably not. Depending on how much money someone has to play with, BCSH is the best pump and sell to buy back into Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash was 302 and pumped to 322 yesterday, then corrected, got 4 and sold, made $80. So you got Queen's swing trading Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash is volatility. Congrats to you. Double X says, be your own boss. Boom, boom, boom. Indeed. You know the deal. Champ, did you see the tweet from a guy who said in 2015 he sold 800 Bitcoin to buy a house for his family? In 2018, he sold his house and bought back 50 Bitcoin. That's brutal. Whew. Thanks for sharing that story. He also said investment in real estate is now garbage compared to Bitcoin. I wouldn't say it's garbage compared to Bitcoin, but I do agree with the fact that I don't think any asset class is going to gain more value in the next 1 to 5 years than the king of cryptos. That's my personal opinion. I don't think that you name the asset class, precious metals, stocks, bonds, real estates, chemicals. I don't even know. I think that the gunner here is Bitcoin. And Nano Joe just shared that with us. A guy bought a house for 800 Bitcoin in 2015. He sold it in 2018 for 50 Bitcoin. So it's not about the price in USD. It's not about the USD. It's, again, this is something I said yesterday or the day before. It's about the purchasing power of Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. But as time progresses, that Bitcoin is going to be able to earn you more and more and more. Sent you a bat donation, champ, says Tyler D. I appreciate it, Tyler. Thank you so much, guys. If you haven't already, download the Brave browser. You can earn bat tokens, and you could tip your favorite content creators directly through the browser via this Brave browser using the bat tokens. I got a link down below if you guys want to check it out. And absolutely free, no information required, and it blocks ads. It's, I say this in all the streams. If you're not using the Brave browser, don't consider yourself a crypto maniac, because this one is like one of the easiest things you could do to support crypto adoption. And there's no purchase necessary, no email, no nothing. You just got to download, install the browser, and you're rocking just like you would on Chrome on your Chrome browser. And this Brave browser also accepts all the extensions that you could put on your Chrome, all your bookmarks, all those settings that you have on Chrome. You can move them over to Brave. Thank you to Queen's Races, just dropped me $2. BitPapa gave me 3, champ. You can have it. Thank you so much. Queen's Races, our most gratuitous member out there. Rad racing out there in Queens. Driving his truck daily, staying strong. And I appreciate him every single day. God bless. Indeed, I know he's a believer, as I am. And it's always nice to have the brothers in the box. Let me drop another one for you. Thank you so much, Queens. Keep booming. Guys, follow the leaders here. Bit Papa, Queens. Throw $1 or $5 here in the bucket if you're getting some value. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Queens. Blockchain Susha says multifamily or opportunity zones. The rest of the housing market is trash right now. I agree. Multifamily over single family. Absolutely. It's if you guys watch Grant Cardone, Grant Cardone, a big real estate investor. He drives the private jet or whatnot. He's a little flashy, but he says the same thing. Forget about single family homes, multi-unit. So, that's what it is. I agree. I got your back, Queen, says Bit Papa. Indeed. Boom. Brothers got each other's back. Blockchain Susha says it's a lot of positive energy in the chat today. It's because it's Friday and payday. Indeed. Yeah, and the bits are back in the green. It's definitely positive energy. But for the most part, guys, I would say this is really positive energy. I like to keep it positive. I don't like to really, get into the gossip or whatnot, or like the scams and so like, oh, this scam. I know I heard that there was like a Bitcoin Ponzi that collapsed the other day, and I don't cover all that stuff. I'm here for the long pump with the positive energy. I want honest and true crypto. Okay, listen, in that road you're gonna have to step on a few landmines. It's not like you can come out unscathed and not lose a limb. But for the long gun, we're looking for the true and the honest crypto. Bit Papa says, I get paid on Tuesday. There you go. Captain James says, Big Champ, I know you're going to talk about that back to launch. Yeah, actually, we mentioned it, and I got the article lined up here, so let's talk about it. Thanks for reminding me there, T Crypto. Backed says it's cleared to launch Bitcoin futures next month. Backed has been cleared to launch the Intercontinental Exchange, the young subsidiary. So that ICE, this is the company that owns NASDAQ. They also own the Backed Exchange, which will be offering Bitcoin futures next month, okay? With approval by the New York State Department of Financial Services to create Backed Trust Company, a qualified custodian. The Backed warehouse will custody Bitcoin for physical delivered futures. So they need physical Bitcoin. This may increase the price of Bitcoin because in order to issue those futures, they need to have an actual bag. And we're back. My bad, guys. I got the lawnmowers here, the dogs barking, the baby's crying. You know the deal. Shout out to James T. Crypto, Tyler D., and CryptoZilla. Also, Coinbase CEO institution depositing $200 to $400 million into crypto per week. Right. These institutions, they need to have physically, they need to possess Bitcoin to, I guess, is like a collateral for these future contracts. A uniquely backed Bitcoin futures contract will not rely upon unregulated spot markets for settlement prices, thus serving as a transparent price discovery mechanism for the benchmark price of Bitcoin. The importance of this differentiator is only amplified by reports of significant manipulative spot market activity and other concerns such as inconsistent anti-money laundering policies and weak compliance controls. There's a lot of wizardry there. There's a lot of wizardry in this little statement right here. Unrelated spot market. What's this? What? They're only relying on the regulated markets for settlement prices. Which regulated markets? And are they going to regulate the price? I don't know. I don't like that. Be honest with you. Listen, guys, I think that Bitcoin futures, if it's not real Bitcoin, it's toxic to crypto. I want nothing to do with this stuff. Be honest with you. The last time they did a Bitcoin futures via the Chicago Mercantile Exchange back in 2017, a month later, crypto crashed. I don't like this at all. I don't like any derivatives. I don't like paper trading. Give me the real Bitcoin. Look how they have to have real Bitcoin, and they're going to sell you paper Bitcoin. So, this is garbage bags. But on the other hand, this may increase the demand for Bitcoin because these institutions actually have to have them in their wallets. We're looking at opportunity zones, and it seems to be a positive way to rebuild rundown areas, says CryptoZilla. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I missed the comment there. Also almost 1 billion a month with that Coinbase OTC market is crazy. I wish we could track that OTC market. You know, I think there's ways to like track big wallets through these blockchain explorers, but I don't know. You know, there's got to be the way to track that. Coinbase is the superpower in crypto right now. After Grayscale let them custody their crypto, only Block One is a bigger company. Yeah, Coinbase is you know, one of those leaders. But you know, watch out for Binance. They're gonna open up shop here in the United States, and apparently they're gonna be fully regulated as well. So, you know, don't sleep on that. And don't sleep on Gemini either. You know, that's owned by the Winklevoss brothers. They're early investors in Facebook and whatnot. So they seem to be contenders as well. But yeah, Coinbase is the superpower. Absolutely. So guys, check out the article down below. Bitcoin says it's cleared. Bakkt says it's cleared to launch Bitcoin futures next month. And, you know, this may be positively impacting the price of Bitcoin. We anticipate the finalization of the September 23rd launch date. User acceptance testing will accelerate, and we will work with the customers on onboarding and getting ready for day one. So read this in its entirety. I'm not going to read the whole entire article, but you know, bottom line is that they're about to launch September 23rd, the Bakkt for Bitcoin futures. Shout out to Special Ed. Welcome back to the box, Special. Shout out to Susha, Queens, Races, CryptoZilla, Tyler D, and the rest of the pumpers, guys. If you're just tuning in, we're rocking with the king of cryptos here. You know, I explained my strategy here is, you know, I have always said about 50% Bitcoin dominance. I want to be, you know, closer to 70%. So I made DCA out of some of these altcoins that are not performing because I'm not into any of these altcoins right now. The only one I'm really using is STEEM, and I don't want any more STEEM. I got STEEM, I'm powered up, and I'm fine with the amount of STEEM that I have. I use the STEEM, and the price of STEEM has continued to go down, so I don't need any more. Now, all the other altcoins like EOS, I did the Rex with, but that's about it. I'm not really using those dApps. Ether, I like Maker and the you know, the collateralized debt positions. You could take loans out and stuff like that. So, you know, between like STEEM and ETH, I do a little EOS, but, you know, I got other bags. You know, like, for instance, I don't use Litecoin. I mean, you know, I'm not purchasing things with crypto. And, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm doing with this Litecoin bag. So that's what we've been talking about, you know, sticking with the king of cryptos. Although there may be a unicorn out there. You know, we see things like Tezos pumping today over 10%. At this point, you know, I don't want to chase down these baby altcoins. I don't want to see what the next unicorn is. I'm pretty confident that Bitcoin is going to perform better than any asset class out there in the next 1 to 5 years. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick with majority Bitcoin. If there was a coin market cap site for the over-the-counter market, I think a lot more people would be bullish 24/7. I don't know. I know that like a lot of people say the over-the-counter markets, you know, and people blame the over-the-counter markets, but you know, everything works in tandem and everything is open ledger. So, I mean, you know, if there's a lot of Bitcoin moved, it'll, you know, people will see it as we have in the past. September 23rd is an interesting date, says Nano Joe. That's the date of all these fear mongers say something catastrophic will happen in the world, but nothing ever happens. LMAO. Yeah, these fear mongers go hard. And listen, I think that we're going to see collapses, and I think that there's going to be problems. There'll be, you know, reason to, you know, prep up, but not as severe as some of these fear mongering sites say. And at the same time, things also keep rolling. I was watching Box Mining over there in Hong Kong, and you know, the mainstream media will have you believe that it's like, you know, it's going to shit out there in Hong Kong and they're surrounded by the tanks or whatnot. And although they are protesting and the situation is not favorable, he did a whole video of him walking in the streets, and the majority of the city is business as usual. So, you know, that's a kind of a good example of how things, you know, while there's on one block, people are protesting and things are going down, there's also business as usual. So it's like a hybrid of things that work and don't work. I have a feeling Binance is not entirely in the U.S. good graces with allowing U.S. users to have an exchange with no KYC for some time. I would not be shocked if they get slapped for it. BitMEX has now. Binance is opening up a fully regulated exchange in the States. They're about to shut down Binance, the regular Binance, to U.S. customers in September. And soon thereafter, they're going to open up a whole new exchange. They I think I've covered this before. Yeah, they're trying to stay 100% regulated, so they're going to be KYC, is my understanding. As is Coinbase. Like if you're doing Coinbase, like if you sell Bitcoin on Coinbase and you want to withdraw it to your bank account, you need to KYC there. And what would you expect? Banks have always been KYC. So when you start dealing with US dollars, there's certain rules that have already been established, and it is what it is. The banking system is KYC. I forgot what date the end of the world was going to happen this year, LOL. Well, apparently they said it's the 23rd. Queen's Racist said it, and Nano Joe. I don't think anybody believes in that. And, nobody knows when the time, when he's coming back. Like a thief in the night, they say. So, nobody knows, guys. Just like nobody knows what the price of Bitcoin is going to be. On that note, I'm going to take a few more comments and questions. Enjoy my Friday. I'm here with the Boomette. And we'll kick it here. They got the Boomer here as well, taking care of the little champions. Kids are getting strong out there, Boomers. If you haven't started a family, if you don't have kids, guys, do it now. Do it now. Don't let them convince you that you need a better job or this and that. You get the family and hold it down, guys. There's a propaganda out there to get you to stop building a family and growing, guys. They don't want you to win. They want more abortion. They want more homosexuality. And I certainly don't want that. I'm pro Binance. Coinbase is my on and off ramp, says Susha. Okay. August 27 is the hard fork 21 for Steam curation. We'll give you more. Yeah, Bleed Heart. Thanks for reminding us. I covered that yesterday. Yesterday's live stream, I talked about the DAO that Steem is going to create, and it also mentions that hard fork 21. So Steem it's doing a decentralized autonomous organization where we'll allow Steem users to vote on worker proposals, and there's going to be a hard fork. Steem curation will give you more. Apparently, Main Event is confirming that, and that's a cool thing. I like Steem. Binance says they're opening U.S. fully regulated exchange, but that doesn't forgive what they've done. And I have a feeling it's too juicy of a target in Malta, which is part of the EU. Yeah, we'll see. Now, of course, most people use Binance, and so have I. But, if you're a hodler, and I don't do much swing trading, so, I'm not always on Binance. Susha says, my son trades crypto better than me. He's only 13. Shout out to the young gunners out there. All right, guys, I'm getting calls here. I got the babies. I'm going to go enjoy my day. It's Friday, guys. Go to the gym. I already went to the gym. I go first thing in the morning. I got to knock it out first. People that I don't understand how people go to the gym in the evening. I'm way too tired at that point. I like to knock it out first and then continue my day. And that's how I get down. So if you haven't gone to the gym, do it now. Put some weight on the bar. I'm feeling good. I did the squats today. What was it? I hit 325 on the squats. So, I already hit my 315 times 5 goal. So now I got to set a new goal. I haven't set it, but I'm already past my goal now. So I don't know where I'm headed to, where no Champagne Crypto has lifted before, but we'll see. Shout out to Lucky Lewis, Main Event, Blockchain, Susha, CryptoZilla, Bleed Hard, Infection, and the rest of the pumpers out there, guys. If there's no other comments and questions, I'll give it like a few more seconds. I'm going to be out of here, guys. Enjoy my day with the Boomer and the Boomette. And let me go ahead and shout out those that sent me super chat. Bit Papa in Queens, thank you so much. And I believe it was it Susha or Tyler D that sent me some BAT tokens. I know it's here in this. Tyler D sent me some BAT tokens. Thank you so much, Tyler. I appreciate you. Blockchain Susha says, later, champ, 15 more days of my fast. Be easy. Okay, you're going hard. Are you going straight a 15-day fast, or are you doing intermittent fasting for 15 days? Because let me tell you, if you're doing a 15-day fast, that's hardcore. That's hardcore. I haven't seen that many people do over 10 days. I'm going to be honest with you. And me, the champ, maybe a little over 48, 36. I've never done really long fast. Like I've done a lot of fasting, but not like prolonged fasting like that. So let me know. Yeah, guys, if you're a fat boy, okay, if you're a fat boy, forget about all these diets. Most of these diets are centered around what you're going to eat. Okay, if you're fat, you shouldn't be eating anything. Okay, stop it, and you'll lose weight and feel a lot better as well. On that note, guys, I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tune it down, guys. I appreciate all you maniacs. Kaboom the likes. If you haven't already, share this with your friends and family and your animals on the farm. Hit the gym now. Do it now. Susha's 15 days in already. Let me drop 2 pounds for one. And we drop. Yeah, you're definitely hardcore there, Susha. You must be ready to. How much weight have you lost, Susha? I would say you probably almost 30 pounds off, right? Blockchain Susha's been fasting for 15 days. Shout out to him. Renee says, what do you take for energy? The Holy Spirit, Renee, I'll tell you that much. I don't take any, I'll drink a little coffee here and there, but, there's nothing you should be taking for energy other than, eating well. Champ said, if you're fat, stop eating. That's right. I mean, I don't understand how people don't figure that out. If you're fat because you ate too much. And if you ate too much, don't eat too much. That would equal not eating and stopping it. I mean, I don't understand how people don't figure that out. There's always a new fad with the diets that you should eat this and you should eat that. And this one is a detox. Guys, there's no better detox or diet than just stopping eating for a few days. You'll detox like a man. You don't need to ingest anything. Every single culture has fasting embedded into it. I don't see how people haven't figured it out. It's that, the diet game is it's a big industry. People want to sell you all these little tricks, and there is nothing to sell on a fast. Water, and that's it. If you're interested in hardcore fasting, I always, send people his way. I don't know this guy, but he's definitely hardcore, and I see him get results for people like no other. Check out Snake Diet Wizard on Instagram and Snake Diet here on YouTube. This guy's not playing games. On that note, I'm out, guys. I keep talking and I said I was out. I'm going to go ahead and kick it with the babies. I appreciate all you maniacs. Shout out to Renee. Shout out to Queens, Bullish, Lucia, Susha, CryptoZilla, Tyler D, Lucky Lewis, all the cup pumpers. Let me drop another bomb. While we're at it, I'll snipe a funny bunny here for the weekend. Those funny bunnies out there. Those funny bunnies that they're still sticking with USD and they haven't figured out the king of crypto here is what's outperforming everything. On that note, guys, I appreciate all you maniacs. Shout out to Bullish, Lucia, Renee R, CryptoZilla, Queens Races, and the rest of the boomers, guys. Stay strong out there. It's your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, the voice of the blockchain here, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.